Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. It's episode 197. We're the Cookie Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
Dave's sick.
Uh-huh.
Just down some chicken nudes. Homemade or can?
Yeah, homemade if you want to get a look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's some good soup.
Yeah.
Good soup. Gotta do a little slurp action for the microphone.
We get a potato,
Yeah.
a noodle,
Yeah.
a carrot,
Okay.
and a piece of chicken.
Yeah.
I don't think that's possible, actually. But...
Get a really good slurp.
Okay, no carrot, but
if you have headphones, I'm sorry. It was not that good. It did not come through.
it didn't. Oh, what about this one?
That was a little bit better. I think your microphone's just dampening the sound though.
Yeah, well, no.
But you know, we tried. We tried to give you guys a little bit of ASMR, but it's not what we do here.
No.
Instead, Dave's gonna fart into the microphone from now on. How'd
you
you
get gassy when you get sick?
What?
Do you get gassy when you get sick?
Do I get gassy when I get sick?
Yeah. I feel like I have to just fart a lot when I get sick.
I don't think so. I don't know what you're doing, but I do not get gassy when I'm sick.
I don't know. How'd I get sick?
I've been a little gassy lately, but
I'm always gassy.
Yeah, well, that we know.
I don't know. From this week. Sorry.
Yeah.
This past weekend, had the Beer
trip.
Olympics.
Oh, it was your Beer Olympics.
You can't make trip Beer Olympics, whatever.
Yeah. What is this, like your second annual?
My second annual. This is the 5th annual.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What place did you take?
First.
Hey, you had second last year, right?
Yep.
Way to upgrade, Dave.
My shit talk came in. It was me and Will.
Yeah.
My shit talk came in clutch. It actually worked out because I was like, yeah, it looks like, it'll be coming home with me this year. And we'll just trade, we can just, I was talking to the guy who had first place. I was like, we can just trade when we get there. Like, I'll just take it.
Yeah. And you did. That's big.
We only won one actual contest. That came in first place, I should say, for the putting an Oreo on your head and bringing it down to your mouth.
Yeah.
We got first place there.
Nice.
That one, as soon as the Oreo touched my mouth, and I could tell, like as soon as it was on my forehead, I knew that it was going to go in my mouth and I was going to throw up. Got in my mouth and I was like, nope, see you later. And the Oreo just did me in. I was like,
why did you have to do throwing up?
No.
Oh.
I think last year we did though, so
yeah, I'll keep it hush hush.
I think we were actually supposed to lose points, but either way, like I think it probably would have just been you lose 5 points. We won by 8, so we're chilling. But yeah, everything else was like second, third. There was Dizzy Bat.
Yeah, classic, yeah.
We had cornhole,
of course,
hand jam. I slotted it. Yeah.
For the win?
Yep. And then we faced the people who had, so it was like there was one team who was playing, they slotted it. Then we had to face them. Then we had to face a different team, so I slotted it. And then we had to face each other, the two teams that have slotted it so far.
Right.
And they fucking slotted it again. And I was like, damn, good for you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, Can Jam, Dizzy Bat, cornhole, Pong, obviously.
Of course.
We had the Oreo thing. No, right. we played beer ball, but just not in the Beer Olympics.
Okay.
Oh no, did we? Yeah, we did. We did beer ball. Yep. And a fruit roll up contest where you don't use your hands and you just gotta
tongue it in.
Dude, that was tough.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that was like screwing me up is that when I was like pulling it up, I kept wanting to swallow it.
Can't do that.
and it like was making me like
yeah.
So I was like, finally I got it trapped under my tongue, or like trapped somewhere.
Gotta like, you gotta cheek it.
Yeah. And so then at the end I was just like fucking mouthful of, you'll see there's a picture of me with me chewing it.
A mouthful of fucking sugar strip.
I was the Y. So the theme was rhyme without reason.
Okay.
Will was Guy, as in Guy Fieri, and I was the Y. So
I don't get it.
The YMCA.
Oh, okay.
The Y.
The Y, yeah.
Yeah. So he's Guy and I'm the Y.
Nice.
I think we had like the best one there.
That's pretty
sick. There were the classics that you see on TikTok. There was chauffeur and golfer.
Those don't rhyme.
They're close enough.
No, they're not. Chauffeur and golfer. There should have been chauffeur and gopher.
Yeah, but it is what it is. There was The Rock and Cock. They were just a rooster.
Oh, I was like, somebody dressed up as a cock.
Alcoholic and Hick. You know,
people, do your friends know how rhymes work?
Okay, dude, but it's just, whatever. It's close enough.
It's not at all close, though.
Yeah, it's close.
You need more than just the last two letters of a word to rhyme.
Yeah, but we don't care.
Okay.
I mean, me and Will got it down.
Yeah.
I only had to use one letter at the end of his last letter.
Yeah.
There was Dirty Plan and Dirty Dan. No. Yeah, I think Dirty Plan. I think it's a song by Drake.
I don't know.
And then Dirty Dan. I think that was all of them. But fun time. And I'm assuming that's where the sickness came from.
Probably.
Tuesday morning, I was like, I'm feeling a little something in my throat. Here we are. And I'm trying to get ready for a concert that I'm going to tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be pissed.
You're going to be sick as a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I was recently looking at our podcast analytics, just trying to get a feel for our audience, right? Like who's watching, who's listening, right? Mostly who's listening. I found out that 69% of our audience female, which makes which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, considering like the shit we talk about on this podcast. You wouldn't think that most women would want to watch, but women between the age of 23 to 27, so like our age bracket.
I am single.
Dave is single.
I'm assuming it's like when they come across it, because that age group is mostly on social media.
True. It is a very big social media age group, because then the next highest group is age 18 to 22, also big social media users.
Yeah. So it's like they come across it, and how long are they watching it for?
I don't have that information.
So it's like they could come across it. And then even if they are watching, they see the stuff that we're talking about, then they're like, oh, look at what these douchebags said about women.
We have talked so much shit about women. Damn. We're going to get canceled before we even know it.
We haven't talked shit about. Listen,
it's been a little while since we talked shit. Yeah, you are four women.
We are four women.
You're 4 women deep in that soup. Made no sense, but you were just eating the soup there. So, yeah. So women, mostly from the United States. Second highest group is Canada. So those Canadian women, they're big fans of us, or they hate us. Yeah, they're probably coming after you. You're close to them. I'm far away.
Sure.
So
speaking of far away, how's that hurricane?
Oh, fucking fine, dude. It like rained and was windy all day yesterday, but like nothing major.
Oh, so nothing for Orlando.
Nothing for Orlando.
Not
I still had to go to work.
Engulfed.
What?
By water.
What?
Like I said you're not getting engulfed by water like some cities.
I thought you said so you golfed. I was like, no, I didn't go golfing. I was not engulfed by water, no, unfortunately. I would have liked it. Although apparently there's like a shit ton more to come. So like this same hurricane is supposed to like loop back around and, you know, give us the old 1-2 combo. And then there's like 3 more hurricanes forming out in the Atlantic right now. It's pretty great. So we'll see what happens. You know, maybe Florida will finally go under this time. Just really nix it off the country.
Yeah, dude, like seriously though, who would want to live that close to water?
I don't know. I mean, I'm here, but like I don't want to be, so
yeah, but like with the chance of since I've been alive, there have been at least 10 hurricanes that have made the news.
At least, yeah.
So
in your 24 years, yeah, there's been at least 10 hurricanes that have made the news. There's probably been at least
a lot
24.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like there's one happening every time. It's not like, oh, it comes and it goes. Or like it's not, you know, it doesn't happen often like a fucking earthquake. You know? So it's like, why are you living down there? Fucking move.
Yeah, but to where?
I don't care. I mean, I don't care anyway. It's not affecting me, but like it probably
like,
is gonna, because then they're gonna be like,
you move to Buffalo, right? Like affects snow, blizzards, terrible.
Yeah, but guess what? Those things aren't fucking taking out houses.
Some of them are. Blizzards, okay. Like snowstorms can take out homes, can kill people just as much as a hurricane can.
Hurricanes are more often than snowstorms. 1. And 2,
I wouldn't say that. I'd say they're just as often. Because you have hurricane season, and then you have, you know, fucking winter in the north, and winter means blizzards.
How many national disasters come from hurricanes?
Natural disasters?
Natural.
Well, I mean, hurricanes are just natural disasters in and of themselves. Just like
I think a hurricane does way more damage, way more frequently than
that's actually a really good question.
A blizzard does.
I don't have the answer to that.
Because we've had blizzards.
Yeah, I've lived through blizzards. I've also lived through a couple hurricanes.
Yeah, but you haven't lived through a hurricane until you're fucking have to leave your home and watch it just get washed away.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty terrifying.
That's it. What happens to your house?
It's gone.
Not often does it cave in.
From snow.
You just sit in there and you're good.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So move up to the cold or move up to the Midwest.
Well, the Midwest, you're looking for tornadoes then.
Yeah, tornadoes. The middle, just the middle. Like Kentucky.
Yeah, move to Kentucky. If you don't want any natural disasters, move to Kentucky. I'm pretty sure Kentucky gets tornadoes too. I mean, everywhere can get tornadoes.
Yeah. Once again, those ones are definitely
those got to be the worst.
Not as frequent. I feel like
they're more frequent during tornado season.
Well, yeah, in those areas. But I'm talking about like
in not Tornado Alley, they're less frequent.
That's what I'm thinking. Like the best states have to be like inland, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. Unfortunately, West Virginia.
Ugh, no.
I mean, that just sucks because it sucks, but
I'm sure West Virginia's got some fucking shit wrong with it besides just being West Virginia.
Yeah.
No offense if you're from West Virginia, but also all of the offense intended.
And then Pennsylvania, New York, those are pretty chill.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Except for, you know, just sometimes the snowstorm for Buffalo.
It's chilly because you can't go to California. Earthquakes.
Yeah, you're gonna have earthquakes and wildfires up the yin yang.
Oh God, yeah, wildfires. Don't even get me started, dude. You fucking have we talked about the Hawaii shit?
No, I don't think we have.
The whole fucking I don't even know what part of it where which island, just the whole fucking thing was on fire. But some people are saying it was the government. They used like laser beams to fucking fry some shit.
No.
I believe it. I don't know. I don't trust the government as far as I can throw them. I think they were like, hey, aliens exist. Don't look at Hawaii being blown off the map. Why Hawaii? What's so wrong? Like, what did you want with Hawaii?
Because they like don't fucking. They're
What
like a
don't they
part
do?
of, but not a part of.
Yeah, they're not really the United States, are they?
No.
They're like their own thing, just like Alaska. Alaska's Canada. Hawaii is just its own island.
Right. But I don't know. Yeah, I did see something about they're like, oh, look at these
Blue umbrellas.
the umbrellas, and right next to it, how do the umbrellas not burn? It's like,
And it's a good question.
dude, who knows? Because shit happens.
Yeah,
You
because that's a good answer.
You think that the government is just gonna leave a couple umbrellas?
Well, the theory is that they were like, they specifically they left things alone that were blue because they were going after something. They were doing something for some. I don't know, dude. Something about the color blue needed to be saved.
Find me more blue things, then I'll believe you.
I think there's like a whole blue car surrounded by burnt to crisp other cars that survived, which is wild.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. We just blame the government for everything. So
yeah,
which like it's an easy out, right? Like, government did it, just fucking put all the blame on the government. Fuck them. Speaking of government conspiracies, today is the anniversary of Princess Diana's death, which we all know. Why are you pointing at yourself? Oh yeah,
I did it.
She was. Yo, you killed her. She wasn't shot, so I don't know what that was.
Didn't she die from like a car accident?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I just killed her.
Oh, that's what that was.
I couldn't.
Yeah, this happened before you were born, so I don't think it could have been you.
Well, it was my previous life.
Oh,
yeah,
that checks out.
Same with I was first John Wilkes Booth.
You can't make those jokes. You can't just admit to killing Abraham Lincoln.
And then I was, what happened today? I know.
What?
She's gotten into a car accident.
Got into a car accident. She was being chased by the paparazzi, and they claimed the paparazzi wasn't at fault and it was the driver because the driver was like drunk and had drugs in his system. So like, they're like, oh, it was the driver's fault, but everyone says it was the Queen took her out.
Somebody knows something.
Oh yeah, but the Queen's dead now, so
I know. So that's why it's like
she was probably the only person that knew anything.
Because like, if she just died, there's got to be people younger than her that are still alive, so they know. You mean am I frozen?
Younger than the Queen? What?
Am I frozen?
No, why?
Because you are.
No.
I just see like this, and your face is just all blurred. So I didn't know if I was frozen on your side, but if I'm good,
you're still very much here. Am I moving yet?
Okay. Yeah, you are now. Oh, you're frozen again.
Right. Anyways, yeah, no. So you mean people younger than the Queen that are alive that know stuff?
Yeah, like because
you think she told people?
Well, I don't think she told people, but it's not.
Now you're frozen. Oh, now you're not.
I guess. I guess if she's the Queen and all she does is like, hey, she told it but no, why would the driver kill himself? Did the driver die?
Yeah, everybody in the car died.
Yeah, so it's
Diana, her friend, fucking Dottie or Dodie.
Probably Dottie.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was a guy, so I don't know what the
name was. Yeah. I think it. Yeah, I remember reading.
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
And then the driver, Paul or some shit.
So it's like, well,
I mean, why would the driver kill himself? Because the Queen fucking told him to.
Yeah, there's no way.
If the Queen told me to kill myself, bet your ass.
No way. I'm killing her.
Oh, you can't just kill the Queen, Dave.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, not anymore. You can't, but unless.
Now she tells me to like, if she's like, hey, drive into this, you're going to have an accident tomorrow, which is going to kill these two people and yourself, most likely. And he's like, nah, dude. And
well, maybe she didn't tell the driver because he didn't like. I don't know if he. I don't think he hit a wall. I think it was another car. I don't know. I don't know the details of the death. Right, I'm going to be honest. But let's assume they hit another vehicle. The Queen hired the other driver to smash head on into them.
And why would that person do it?
Because the Queen told him to.
No, there's no way people just do that and they're going to die.
Well, not if he didn't die.
Well, then they suck at their investigations because we need to know these facts. I bet you any money, if I went over to the fucking England right now, I would find out immediately what happened.
Yeah. I mean,
I could.
No, you probably wouldn't.
I would. Trust me.
Henry was the driver's name. Accident in a tunnel under the streets of Paris. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say what happened. I mean, I'm sure there is information. It's just on the thing I'm currently looking at. It does not say what happened. Attempting to evade pursuing journalists, Diana was killed, along with her companion, Dodie, and their driver, Henry, in an automobile accident.
And now here's the thing, too. It's like you're telling me that the chauffeur was going that quickly just to get away from some paparazzi.
Well, like, because she was constantly like to the point of like being harassed by paparazzi. Like she was followed constantly because everyone loved her over there, except for the royal family, of course.
Allegedly.
No, I'm pretty sure it came out that they didn't like her.
Oh, well, there you have it. Queen did it.
Queen did it. Because like, who else would do it? Just saying.
An accident?
I suppose it could be an accident, but I don't know.
Yeah, I do not.
Blame the Queen. Blame the government.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just blame the Queen now because it's like she's dead.
Right. Like she's dead. What's she gonna do? She's gonna come and defend herself?
Right. But like, I mean, what's happened. The Queen's dead.
Princess Diana's dead.
But yeah, it's
the king's on his way out.
So just stop worrying about it. And there you go. Move on with life.
Yeah. Today's the anniversary.
Go.
So happy anniversary,
Queen Diana or Princess Diana.
In other news, I didn't talk about this last week because I don't know if the picture had come out yet. It may have, but give me 1 second, sharing my screen. This picture made its way onto the internet, as I'm sure we've all seen it by now.
Yeah.
Let me just say, we don't talk about politics on this podcast because we don't want to get fucking roasted by people that know more than us or people that don't agree with us. But as far as mugshots go, not only is that a funny one, but that's also like kind of badass. Like, I'm not for Donald Trump at all. I'm gonna put that out there right now. But that's a sick looking mugshot.
Dude, why is he doing that? He's
with
just
his face
staring into your soul.
Yeah, he's looking right at me, and it's making my butthole clench. Like my whole butt is trying to just suck itself inside.
Yeah, it's just a weird picture.
Yeah. But again, funny because it's a former president. Badass because that look, he probably broke the camera right afterwards.
Yeah, for real.
Just because of how hard he stared at the camera. Imagine him looking at you like that.
It's like, why? Like, he's taking pictures before where he's just like.
And then he probably told the cameraman right after that, who is probably a police officer, that he was fired. And that guy believed, and he just walked out. He goes, "Yeah, I guess I am."
He's like, all right, Donald Trump said.
Donald Trump told me I'm fired, and we all know how that goes.
Right.
But They're making T-shirts of this.
I know. I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
You want to get him off my screen now?
Yeah. Just scar a few people watching this episode. But yeah, that's it.
Speaking of police officers.
Oh boy.
Tuesday, when I was at work, I had.
When you were at work, you mean when you were sitting in this room?
When I was working.
Yeah.
I had my blinds are up, and I heard a noise, and I looked, and I see Wes on a four-wheeler ripping through our backyard. I'm like, what? And then I look out, and I see my rusty ass bicycle, that blue one, in the middle of the lawn. And I'm like,
oh, this is the.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, where is this going?
So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I get up, and then as I'm walking downstairs, I see that there's a cop in the driveway. And I'm like, okay. And I see that there's a cop down the road, like towards the bridge. And I'm like, what in the fuck? So then I walk out, and I'm just like looking. I'm just like, okay. And I think I realized later that I think there was a cop in that. There was a cop in the car the whole time. So he probably thought he was like, what's this kid doing?
Yeah.
But I had looked, onto the farm, and I saw a cop just walking down there, and Dad was mowing the grass, mowing the weeds on that side, Carol's side. And I was like, huh, okay. So I went down there, and cop's on his phone, just strolling along.
Right.
And then finally Dad sees me, he stops, and I was like, what's going on? So I guess, but a couple of kids stole a car, and they were.
Do we know how old these kids were, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Kids. I'm guessing, younger than 18.
Probably.
Or at least 18, whatever. And so then I was like, oh, so I'll check the cameras. And I told Dad that my bike was moved. He was like, oh, okay. So they were through our backyard, let the cop know, whatever. So I let him know. I go, yeah, they were in our backyard. They were like in the back. We got a couple cameras I can look at. So I'm trying to find, and I see him. Obviously, you saw when I searched the picture, like him running through that back part right there.
Right. By the horse.
And then he took the bike, one of Dad's bicycles, out of the garage because the garage door was open. Fucking middle of the day, starts riding it around in the driveway.
Yeah, I know. I clicked on the live photo, and he's just like riding in the driveway. Like, what the fuck was he?
So
was he trying to make sure the bike worked?
Well, I said that too because he realized that once he grabbed mine, it was a piece of shit, and he couldn't fucking take it. So that's probably what happened. Why he ran, by the barn and everything. But I was like, why is he riding it around? Like,
yeah. Rookie mistake. Like, if you're gonna steal a bike, you got to get out of there.
But then I was like, I know, like, I think when he was in our driveway, I think a cop had passed the thing. So I think he was just like making it seem like he belonged. Like he was just riding his bike. But it's like, either way, one, that if I remember correctly, a cop did drive past while he was in the driveway, or like while he might have been in the garage and the cop passed and then he came out. But that cop should have been going slower to be like, keeping an eye, because if he would have just been 2 seconds later, but then he just fucking rode across the street and fucking down towards Harlem.
So did he get the bike?
Yeah. Hey, he took it, rode off. So we filed a report. We got the footage, sent it to the cops. So they're like, hey, boom, that's good for you guys. That's burglary right there.
Yeah. Damn, dude. So like when you sent just now when you were telling the story, I was like, oh, so they caught him. Because when you sent the pictures, let me give you guys some context. Dave sent these pictures the other day and just goes, well, hello, like to these two pictures of this kid running through our backyard and then riding the bicycle in our driveway. And I was like, this motherfucker stole, like, we've had a lot of shit stolen from our house over the years, mostly bikes. And So I was like, well, who the fuck? Like, when are we going to fuck this kid up? Like, this kid's got to be absolutely get the shit beat out of him. And now he's telling the story. I go, oh, so we didn't have to beat the shit out of him. We already caught him. Come to find out, we do have to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, dude, if I would have like had my window open, I would have heard probably this kid in the bed, or if I would have gotten up any sooner, I probably would have seen this kid. And the only reason I'm pissed, because it's like, okay, you took a bike, yeah, it's annoying. Like, I'm pissed that he just got away, and I just wanted to just fucking like jump off the truck and just be like, fucking boom, just tackle him. I was like I was just like in the kitchen looking out the window. I was like having all my like movie thoughts. It's like, oh man, imagine if I like saw him, I fucking ran outside, fucking jumped up onto the top of the truck and dove at him. It's like, bro. I was like this, because I think it was 9:30 that he was here. Or that he was in the driveway. And it was at 10, like just after 10, that I had gotten up and I saw, and I looked out my window. So it's like, if I would have just gotten up 30 minutes sooner, dude.
That's a big time gap though.
Yeah, I know. But like, I often just like get up, because like 9:30, I usually would like get up and go to the bathroom before my meeting, or like get a snack. And I did get a muffin at some point. I don't remember the time though. And it's like, there's no way I didn't. I mean, obviously if the events didn't line up,
right,
then, I wouldn't have seen them. But
I hope these kids know that, because I mean, again, they stole a car, fingerprints, fucking traffic cameras.
Yeah, dude, I was telling Dad and Mom, I was like, I'll do it for free. Let the detectives sit out. They can have a break, whatever. Give me the access to these cameras, because all you got to do is just look at the cameras at the fucking consumers, the side of the road.
Yeah.
Just follow where he goes.
Yep. These kids are done for.
Yeah, dude. I hope I get to see him.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'd be like, I don't even know what I honestly wouldn't say anything, but like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's all you need to say.
I would just want
this kid rot in prison for the next 2 to 5 years.
Yeah. Like, was it worth it? Fucking piece of shit pussy.
Yeah. And also, why trade the car for a bike?
So what had happened was they went down, when the cop got the call, that was on our property. He had said that they turned down Lakeside, right? And he was like, oh, sick, dead end.
Yeah.
So he tossed on his lights, and then they took that left to the other side. And he was like, oh shit, and they're not allowed to chase. But he didn't know that it was a dead, because you're not allowed to chase. They don't want people to get hurt and die. So I never heard that. Yeah. Okay.
You can't do car chases anymore?
No. You ever heard of that?
What good are police officers then? I'm sorry, but what fucking good are they if they're not allowed to chase people who steal shit? Run those motherfuckers down, and if they hit a tree, it's on them.
I don't know. Because they've had too many, and then someone was like, nah, can't do it.
Ridiculous.
So either way,
they die, it's their own fault, as far as I'm concerned.
He saw...
Don't run from the law.
He saw that the other side was a dead end.
Yeah.
But then they just drove through they just kept going. And then obviously they couldn't drive anymore because it's a forest.
They went into the woods?
Yeah, I think so. And he was like, so then they just ditched the car, and then that's when they got into our property.
Holy shit.
And he saw the movement in the tall weeds, and that's why Dad was, in case they were hiding in there.
Yeah.
And the cop was like, yeah, I like what this guy's doing. I already made the announcement that, hey, if you don't come out now, you might just get ran over by a tractor. But he was like, when I was up on the bridge and I saw them, I really couldn't tell if once they got up here, if they you could only see so much from the road. So
right. So they came up from the farm side?
Uh-huh.
Fucking rats, dude.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that one kid He said kids, but I've only seen the one on tape, so I don't know what happened to the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah, he must have like cut up through the back and then like saw the bike, tried to take it, realized it was a piece of shit, dropped it, and then ran,
into the driveway.
Down, came around to the driveway, saw the garage door was open. I was like, damn, bro.
That's dude. I hope they fucking catch this motherfucker. Ridiculous.
He'd be like, I just want that call. She'd be like, oh yeah, we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's America for you.
Yeah. Well, if they catch him, I'll retract my statement of what fucking good are police officers. For the time being, though, I keep my statement as I said it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the police officers that you should be.
You're right. It's the
government.
It's the government. What fucking good is the government?
Yeah, I don't know who made that rule, but like I know like.
I thought it was like when it's like a high speed chase, you can't.
Yeah, that's what I always thought it was like if it goes over like if it starts turning into something bad, then you have to
if we're talking like triple digits.
But like
just let him go.
It could have been that these kids were worse. I mean, it's a side street, so it's not like they could have been going that fast.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't matter because he still followed him. He obviously saw that it was another dead end.
Yeah.
So it's not like he didn't chase him. But I don't know.
Ridiculous. Anyways.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous.
They'll catch him.
And now we need some better cameras too. And more spots.
We need is like a security system.
Yeah. Just give me a fucking I'll put a TV right here that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking cameras.
Yeah.
And I'll just be sitting here. Oh, look at this fucking guy.
Mm-hmm. Somebody gets a little bit too close. Alarms start blaring. Scares the fuck out of everybody. Fuck them.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. These people that fucking walk up on our door.
Yeah.
Our front door.
Dude, when I was home, there was a guy who's like running for like the town judge or something. And I was like doing laundry. It was the day of the wedding. I'm doing laundry. Toss my shirt in the dryer. So I'm standing in the mudroom shirtless.
Yeah.
And this guy comes up, knocks on the door. And like, as you know, we have a window in our mudroom. So before he got up to the door, he probably could see in the window and see me standing there. So he knocks on the door and I'm like, what the fuck? And I peek and I just see some guy standing there with like a clipboard. And I'm like, I'm not answering the door because I'm shirtless. So no thanks. So I walk upstairs. I go, hey, Dad, somebody's at the door. He's got a clipboard and I'm not wearing a shirt, so I'm not answering the door. And he goes, was he still here? I go, yeah. So he goes back down and Dad opens the door. The guy's like, oh, hey, blah, 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 hands him something, comes back in. He goes, this guy running for town judge. And I look at the picture and it was the guy in the picture who had knocked on our door. And I was like, well, thank God I didn't answer it. Probably would have been arrested or probably would have been judged for some shit. Can't answer the door shirtless.
Sure, you can't answer the door shirtless all the time.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to. But I was like, well, you know what? He looks like a nice guy, nice family man in his photo. He's wearing a pink button-down shirt, but he's not getting my vote because he knocked on my door while I was enjoying my laundry day.
I mean, good for him though for doing his own.
Yeah, he was there by himself. Like, go out there, campaign. Like, it's like dude's putting in work, but also he's not getting my vote. Granted, I can't vote there anymore because I'm registered in Florida, but like,
right.
Doesn't get my vote because he knocked on my door.
Yeah, this is rude.
Yeah, just leave your little pamphlet at the door like every other normal person. You don't have to talk to every single person. Also, is he doing that for the whole town? West Seneca is not a big town, but it's big enough where that's a lot of work.
I mean, maybe he's got other helpers. They're just not with him.
Yeah, like he had Clinton Street.
Right.
And everybody else had everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
maybe he'll be the judge that fucking gives this kid fucking some jail time. In which case, I support him.
How much time is a burglary?
I don't know. I guess it depends on like what they stole, which is a bike. So a bike's probably worth, what was that bike? $100?
Like 50.
Yeah. So he if we get the bike back, he won't get anything. Maybe a little bit of community service.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make him work out back on the farm, cutting some grass for us.
Third-degree burglary is punishable by, so that's I don't know the differences.
Probably the amount of money.
So what, first degree is?
I'd imagine first degree is like the highest.
Oh, that's dumb.
What's like coming in first place, you know?
Then third degree is 7 years, up to 7 years.
And what's first degree?
Oh, here we go. Burglary second degree is 15 years, up to 15, and first degree is 25, up to 25.
Yeah, so that's got to be like, I don't even know if it qualifies as third degree with only a $50 bike.
Yeah, but they stole a car.
Oh yeah, they're fucked for that. What I mean is like they're not getting any extra time for like that is grand theft automobile.
Yeah.
So they're fucked for that, but they're not getting any extra time for the bike.
Sucks to be them.
It really does.
I mean, obviously, I mean, I was gonna say, why the fuck they go down? They really just thought that side street was gonna.
Maybe they thought they'd get lucky. I
Like,
mean,
unless you know the area, don't go down side streets.
No, you stay on main roads.
Yeah, but if you know that this side street fucking connects to 15 different other side streets that connect to 2 different main roads,
then go for it.
By all means, yeah.
Like if I were to steal a car in the town of West Seneca, I'm gone. You're never finding me again.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true because, you know, I feel like I've thought about like, oh yeah, if I just cut this way and like if I'm ever like, but they'd find us.
Not necessarily.
Well, if they know the car.
Yeah, right. Like you know the car, but eventually you have to ditch the car. Everybody knows that. That's like the one rule of car chases. Eventually you got to ditch the vehicle.
Right.
So you got to be driving with gloves on so you don't leave prints behind.
Exactly.
Wear a hat so you're not losing your hair. Brand new boots that you just bought, so that way they can't like, and then you ditch the boots at one point too, because if they track the boot print that you leave behind, and they match it to your boot that you've had for 10 years, you're fucked.
I find that impossible for them to do, but
that's what they do though.
Yeah, but how do they know?
They get boot prints and they go this mother, and then when they investigate, they think you're a suspect. They come and they go, let me see your boot collection. What kind of boots you got? And if they find the boot that matches that print, that raises you up on the list of suspects.
Right.
So you buy brand new boots and then you leave the boots in the car. You would drive with gloves and a hat on, and you ditch the car at some point, and you fucking just book it on foot, barefoot, by the way, because you know now you ditch the boots, or you bring an extra pair of sneaks.
Yeah, bring your running sneaks.
Yeah, bring your running sneaks, so you can sneak away.
Yeah,
from the law. If you're gonna run, do it the right way.
Right.
Which I guess technically these guys did get away, so
they did.
I guess they did okay. They could have done better, is all I'm saying.
Probably.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Oh, really quick, actually, I forgot. On the drive down, I was listening to just like albums of music, just like full albums. I listened to every single Jonas Brothers album, like since their first album with the year 3000 on it. Fucking some of their early music, it's rough to listen to. It was like, it's exactly what you'd expect young boys to sing about. Like school and girls is pretty much exactly what they were singing about.
Well, yeah, and Big Time Rush.
Yeah. What? It's like Big Time Rush is what you said?
Yeah, like Big Time Rush.
I was like, it's not Big Time Rush, it's Jonas Brothers. But there was one song I was listening to, and I can't remember what it is now, but I was like, who is this girl that they have like featured on this song? And then I realized it's not a girl. It's Nick Jonas, prepubescent Nick Jonas, who had the highest voice I've ever heard out of a young boy before. Not that I hear a lot of young boys' voices, but I should clarify on that. I don't listen to a lot of young boys singing. But the ones that I've heard, like Justin Bieber and Nick Jonas. Nick Jonas had the higher voice.
Who was it? There's somebody else who had like with like a higher voice. Some other kid. Oh, Austin. No, what's his name? Sterling Knight. I feel like no, not him. There's some other kid. He was like blonde, and he had a show too. I feel like he had a higher pitched voice. Maybe not high, but
he had a show.
Yeah, he had a show. Austin and Ally, whoever that kid was.
Oh, yeah, I remember that show. I don't know his name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I feel like
he had a pretty high pitched voice, but he also wasn't really a kid during that show.
I don't know.
Like when the first Jonas Brothers album came out, Nick was like fucking 14 years old.
Yeah, that's how old those kids were.
No,
they were not older than 18.
They might have been.
I don't know. No.
You looking it up?
Austin and Ally.
Because he's got like a kid
Ross
now.
Lynch.
Ross Lynch, yeah, he's got a kid.
He is.
His kid's fucking adorable.
How old is he?
33.
It used to be that it was so easy just to see their age. He was born in 95.
So he's 28.
Yeah.
Okay. So when was Austin and Ally out?
Austin and Ally. We can go with Teen Beach Movie as well. That was 2013.
Was Austin and Ally out before that or after that?
I'm trying to look. It's only showing me movies. Here we go. 2011.
Okay, so 2011, that would have put him at...
Not even 20. 14. 16.
No. Yeah, shit. Because I was 15 in 2011.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, okay, so he was 16. Still older.
Yeah, true.
Than Nick Jonas when the first year. I don't actually know for sure how old Nick Jonas was when the first album came out.
Well,
look that up. How old is Nick Jonas? When was he born?
92.
So he's how old? 31. First album came out in 2006. So he would have been 14 on the dot. Damn, I'm good. That was literally a guess.
Yeah, 14. Okay. I feel like there were more younger dudes who were singing.
I'm sure there were. Yeah, like Aaron Carter. He was fucking young, right?
Yeah,
Justin McCartney.
Fucking Eric Carter.
Huh?
Yeah, but not fucking Aaron Carter. I meant like someone who was popular.
Aaron Carter was popular.
No, like with the show.
Oh.
Like they had the shows.
I don't know.
Whatever.
And the shows. And chill, dude.
Whatever. I can't talk anymore.
Yeah. Anyways, do trivia.
Yeah. And I really don't think this soup is helping my throat.
That's not what soup is meant to do. You want to help your throat? Drink some honey, like tea and honey.
Yeah, I'm drinking tea. Pick a number. Oh wait. Get my screen.
33.
3.
Yeah, get your anime off the screen.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 26, 29, 32.
29?
Who said, if a man is proud
I
of
said
his
33,
wealth,
Dave.
33. President Richard Nixon called what songstress an ambassador of love?
Not songstress.
Songstress.
An ambassador, Richard Nixon. Who was a president singer when Richard Nixon was in office? Ambassador of love. That makes me super uncomfortable.
Fucking Elvis Presley.
Songstress?
Yeah, I don't know, but like ambassador seems like a guy part, but the songstress seems like a girl.
Definitely female. Ambassador just means like, you know, spokesperson, kind of. Richard Nixon. Songstress. I can only think of Dolly Parton. Or not Dolly Parton. I can only think of Marilyn Monroe, but I don't think Marilyn Monroe is nearly old enough to be around with Richard Nixon. But I also don't know the age of anybody. So except for Nick Jonas when he released his first album. So that's my guess, I suppose.
Then I'm gonna go Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton's way too young.
She is, yes.
Okay.
No idea.
Never heard of Pearl Bailey.
Here we go, right here. Which country were the 1992 Winter Olympics held in?
Oh, here we go. And we know it's winter. And we know it's what year it is. Okay. So it's a cold before we were born. So probably not America. I'm going to go.
I'm going to go Lithuania.
Lithuania? Isn't that an African?
Lithuania. No, it's not African.
That's what I said.
It sounds like you said Lithuania.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not in Africa.
It's not?
No.
Well, I said Sweden.
Okay.
Right. France. I gotta be closer, right?
What'd you say?
Sweden.
No, I'm closer.
I don't know where Lithuania is.
Lithuania is fucking right.
Yeah. Where is it, Dave?
Right here. Sweden.
Oh. Where does Sweden actually end, though?
I think, is Denmark part of Sweden?
No, Denmark's its own country. Copenhagen
is. Oh, here's the line. Here's the line.
Oh shit, dude.
Wait, no, never mind. Well, yeah.
I don't know if that's the line. Well, what is
I think it is, because
is Karlsham? Is that part of
Sweden?
Okay, now what about the country or the city below it?
Sweden.
Balkan, Sweden.
Okay, so Sweden probably goes to here.
Malmo.
Sweden.
Oh, is that the line?
Yeah, right here. This is the bridges.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So I get my closest point is what? Trelleborg?
So yeah, you win.
Where was it? France?
Lithuanians right here.
Yeah, I got that for sure.
Damn, bro.
Dude, if it had ended up where we thought it was, I thought you had it for a second there.
Yeah, I would have been close. Copenhagen. Denmark, yeah. So I thought.
That's a trick. For Winter Olympics, just guess somewhere in Europe. For every other country thing we do, guess somewhere in Africa, and we're probably going to win.
Yeah. Should have just fucking said Spain. Or literally, I don't know, like, I couldn't think of anything else other than fucking Lithuania and Chad, because you always say fucking Chad.
Chad wouldn't have been a bad guess either. If you had said Morocco, you would have won.
Yeah, I would have. but I just knew it wasn't gonna be.
I almost said, the fuck did I almost say? Switzerland. Where is Switzerland?
Switzerland. I don't know where Switzerland is.
Somewhere in Europe.
Oh, it's right next to France.
Oh, so I really would have had it then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's 6 for me, 4 for you, and next week is the final week, so you got a chance.
Underscore David Sharkey underscore is my eat of the week. Or oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good eat of the week.
Is my underscore David Sharkey underscore is my Instagram. I cannot think. DShark101 is my Twitter. Eat of the week. We're gonna go with you ever heard of Chicken Speedies?
No.
Yeah, it's like the Central New York thing that I just had.
It sounds very familiar.
Basically, it's just a marinade that was like created. I think someone said, if I heard it correctly, I'm not sure, but like for the state fair.
Yeah.
But it's just a marinade. And you just soak up, you like let them marinate these little bite-sized pieces of chicken.
Little, I think I had it in college when I was at Oswego.
Yeah, so then you just like put it on a sandwich or something like that.
Yeah,
so
I definitely had Chicken Speedies then.
It slapped because like we were,
drunk.
Yeah. I had that. I had 3 years of corn. I was fucking putting them down, just like right in the husk on a over the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't soaked. You're supposed to soak them. So they were all right.
What order am I doing it? You can follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky_photography, my regular Instagram, Secret Agent Sharky, my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@JoeSharky7. My eat of the week is gonna be the other day I went to this thing at a brewery called Pints for Packs. It was to raise money for African painted dogs in Africa, of course. Well, not raise money for them, but like conservation, And it was at this brewery. This brewery has a lot of different food options. I had some beef empanadas.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
yeah,
dude. So I love empanadas. They slap. So that's my week for sure. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSGPOD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast. That's where we post our clips from the podcast, and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you, ladies, so much for listening, watching, and subscribing. And thank you guys for being there, Dudes, you rock. We'll talk at you guys next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Peace and love, baby.